Hi everyone, Brian Flanley here from Carrabay. Thanks for joining my webinar today. I'm going to discuss 8 ways we can maximise programme and budget savings on your next construction project. Believe our business model is one of a kind. It's very, very rare, and we can certainly add a lot of value to your next project. On today's webinar agenda, we're going to be speaking about Carrabay's history, how we got going, and the origins to why we designed our model in regards to what we do, our why we got into the weeds of assisting delivery teams and adding as much valuable as humanly possible, 8 ways to support your success on your next construction projects, how we can help you improve quality in specific service offerings, and how you can get in touch with us and how we can help you in the future. So Carrabay Group was founded by myself in 2015. At that stage, I had 9 years experience in the reinforcing concrete industry. I started the business when I was 24. I am the founder and CEO of Carrabay Group. We have a workforce that consists of 80 plus, all self-performed, all in-house, consisting of form workers, steel fixers, concreters, schedulers and design engineers, project managers, engineers, delivery drivers, in-house boiler makers for welding and whatnot. So everything is under one umbrella. That was the idea of the group, the model, is that we have full control of all aspects of the trade. Our headquarters are in Riverwood, Sydney. We have 2 factories there. One is our cut and bend facility, where we do all our loose bar, is what we call it, and adjacent to it is our prefabrication facility, is where we do our pile cages and offsite prefab or modular solutions. We are fully ACRES certified steel supplier, and we have our ISO 9001s, we have a Green Star, and we're an Australian made qualified business also. Essentially what we do is we have an end-to-end FRP solution. So what we do is we detail and schedule, manufacture the RIO required for FRP or for concrete structures, and then we deliver the full FRP solution. So it's an end-to-end turnkey option. So our services, we have 2 divisions at Carrabay. One being our construction division, that is just simply named Carrabay, which consists of steel fixing, formwork, concrete placement and labour crews that we allocate Australian-wide. And then our rebar division, which is our manufacturing, our detailing and off-site modular and prefabrication. So it's rebar cut and bend, cage manufacturing and off-site prefab. So we've clearly identified between the 2 divisions, so there's no confusion that, you know, we aren't just a steel supplier, we're not just an FRP contractor. So essentially, with the whole model, the business model, and what we have done is to bridge the gap between rebar suppliers and FRP contractors. I saw huge room for improvement in what was typically the industry process. So it started small with some emergency cut and bend stuff, and it's just, I suppose, grew into the opportunities that we are providing right now. So here are some project examples. Some of the more memorable ones would have been West Connects. We worked on North Connects. We've done, I think, over 60 FRP packages now for cross passages in the TBM tunnels. One of the more memorable ones recently was a very technical underground crusher on North Park's mines, where we provided the full end-to-end solution, the steel supply, the FRP, the scaffold and false work. It was a very, very extensive project. So I'd like to share our values with you. I know some businesses do their values as an exercise, you know, just to get something down on paper, but we feel like we live and breathe ours. It's really engraved in our business culture. So here they are. First one being professionalism. That starts from the top down. We feel like if we hold ourselves in a professional manner, it really proves the merit in what we're offering. Growth. So I like to say, if we don't grow together, we don't go together. That's for both clients and staff members. And we all like to improve our own lifestyles and where we're going, so we feel that's an important one. Integrity. So we feel like we offer this by default in what we do. We take full accountability for the service offering that we give to our clients, which, you know, as I say, by default offers integrity. We price a job, we lump sum it, we give the science behind why we did it, and we stick to that. Relationships, massive one. Every relationship is difficult at times, but it's about finding, you know, a give and take, and really building on it and capitalizing on the future. And the team, the teamwork makes the dream work. So we have built a pretty awesome culture within the business, and we're continually scaling the team to be the best we can be. So our why we have bridged the gap, or why we have designed the business model of what we have. So I felt it needed a good shake up. Personally, I came to Australia when I was 22. I started Carrabay when I was 24, and I just seen many areas that could be improved by the steel fixer or the FRP contractor taking responsibility of the steel supply. I know this has never been attempted. It's not the model here in Australia. It is in Canada, where we have a bit of experience. Some of our staff members have had exposure to the model in Canada. So that essentially we went into emergency cut and bend, which expanded to our facilities and whatnot. So as I say, we wanted to bridge the gap between suppliers and FRP contractors, or contractors in general. Somebody to take accountability rather than engaging in the blame game, pointing the fingers, you know, the scheduler stuffed up, or the steel fixer stuffed up, or the engineer stuffed up. It's just about taking full accountability of it. So our vision is to become Australia's leading service provider in our field. That meaning we feel that there will be no other solution but to engage in Carrabay as a self-performed Rio supplier for your FRP projects. The value it adds, the headache it solves, and as I say, it completely eliminates the blame game. The design of the model is to lump sum the Rio, so we will itemise the tonnage to the FRP structures. So it gives you information up front of what it's going to be. If it's out of tonnage or it's under tonnage, that's what we'll provide you with. So it essentially de-risks blowing your budget on the Rio. So the FRP contracts all under one roof is what we offer, along with the steel supply. It's just, as we say, vertically integrated business and an end-to-end solution. So we're building a reputation to be known as credible, reliable change makers within the industry. And we're raising the bar on quality and service by challenging the status quo from everything we do. It's just completely abnormal and solving a lot of problems. So I just want to move on to talk a little bit about 8 ways we can help maximize your program and budget on your next construction project. So the first of our 8 service offerings is our express orders. This is a unique service, you know, nationwide. We haven't, research tells us we haven't seen anybody who's offering the speed we can, and yeah, it's extremely valuable. So with our express order, what we offer is delivery within 24 hours up to 5-day lead time. So depending on what's gone wrong on your project, if it's wrongly cut and bent steel, if it's missing steel, if there's a last minute variation, you can get in touch with us. We'd send you the pricing brochure on, you know, 24 to 96 hours, which is the 5th day, and we'd go from there. We'd get the information, get it scheduled instantly, and get it straight into production. Within our full turnkey solution, which is supply and FRP, you get this service by default. So when we're offering or delivering an FRP project, our engineers are calling our schedulers to get it fixed. You know, we do make mistakes, but often we fix them before the client even know they occurred. Okay, project planning sessions. Research shows that projects with reduced front-end planning have a greater probability of incurring large cost overruns. The experience of our team's industry and service knowledge can be priceless for your project planning. Effective communication allows us to save you time and money by having heavy involvement in the pre-planning of the scope of work we are engaged under. Essentially meaning if you get us involved at the start of a project, we can seriously help with the prefab or the modular solutions. So don't hesitate to get in touch, book a call or organise a meeting with us so we can help you sleep easier. Line item proposals. So we are aware our model is one of a kind, so in order to erase any confusion when we submit our tenders, we line item the steel quantities along with the FRP values and quantities. Reinforced steel is commonly known to be the most difficult permanent construction material to cost manage effectively, as it's mostly under schedule of rates, so it can easily be blown out. At Carrabay, we throw our hat in the ring, pre-schedule the scope of work and lump sum the steel quantities to mitigate the risk of our client's budget being blown out per structure. By pre-scheduling a full scope of works, we can provide clear upfront information to our clients of any bill of quantity differences, which at times can be invaluable information. So essentially, when we price our lump sum quantities, we price it per FRP and then we lump sum the REO. So we schedule the full job. So we sit and we estimate the tonnage per structure and provide the client with the information. And when that's upfront information, it allows the delivery team for our clients to be able to factor it into the project budget. Prefabrication. This is a major one for us. So modular construction is where our focus as a business heavily lies. When involved in the planning period effectively, we can reduce the on-site allowance for steel fixing up to 70%. As a full-service FRP company with self-performed rebar manufacturing, it allows us to control the quality and accountability of successfully installing the cages on site. Cage fabrication ranges from pile cages to full slabs broke into modular one-directional mats. So we are heavily focusing on modular construction. Prefabrication is a common term for pile cages, beams, columns, D-walls, pad footings, whereas we're going to new heights, which is full slab modular construction, which what we call is one-directional mats. So essentially it's like piecing together a jigsaw. But to be able to do so, we need to heavily be involved in the design process. We have successfully eliminated up to 50%, in some cases, for the allowance of steel fixing from offering our prefab solutions. Reduced design errors. Our engineers and detailers will work within our delivery team's structure to ensure that we pick up any design issues and raise effective RFIs before it ever becomes an issue on site. We'll continuously strategize to deliver 100% quality in our service. We do make mistakes, but when we are engaged under the full Carrabay model, we fix them without our clients ever knowing there was a problem. So this is a huge value add. When we are supplying the steel and we are delivering FRP projects, as I've mentioned previously, you get the full force of the value we can add. We do make mistakes, but as I say, our engineers or steel fixers deal with our schedulers so that you don't have to. It's one less thing you have to worry about. So the full service FRP solution, using a single form REO pour contractor whom also takes responsibility of the self-performed cut and bending of the steel supply, means that you have the reliability of one company accountable for all aspects of the concrete structure. It eliminates the blame game, combines two industry contracts into one. Essentially we get you from design to a complete finished structure, which is an end-to-end solution. We manage everything in between. So this is our heavy hitter. This is essentially the model of Carrabay. It's one contractor to deliver the FRP and to self-perform cut and bend and off-site modular construction. With many certifications and licensing to be ensured adequately in the industry. We are a fully ACRES certified steel supplier. We have our ISO 9001s. We have our 4671. We are RMS D&C B203 welding of reinforcements certified, Green Star approved, and we are fully Australian made certified. Safety. So this is by far one of the most important subjects for us. The safety of our people and the safe delivery of our projects is always the forefront of our focus. To say we have had 6 operational years without an LTI proves our commitment to our people's safety. With an intrinsic HSE, an internal HSE system, policies and procedures assures a solidified plan to remain injury-free. We feel really strongly about our safety culture within the business. Rio is a difficult raw material to deal with, to freight, to manually handle, as well as working at heights with the concrete construction, whatnot. It's something we feel very seriously about. So here's some key points why you should work with Carrabay. We're challenging the status quo on typical industries. We're credible, reliable change makers. We are a vertically integrated end-to-end FRP solution. We have the team, the experiences and the resources to make it happen. We're certified, insured and an Australian-made business. And our clients' happiness speaks volumes in regards to return business. People that we can give our service to are just completely blown away, and it is always leading to more of a stronger relationship. So let us support your success by raising the bar on service and quality. Some next steps, how you can start partnering with Carrabay. You can get in touch for any of your express orders, pile cage inquiry, lump sum FRP steel supply quotes, or you can call myself or book a time with one of the team to discuss your prefab strategy. You can get in touch with us by calling 1300 39 60 60 or send any inquiries to orders@carrabay.com.au. So thank you for joining me today, guys. I hope you find it educational and useful, and we really look forward to partnering with you soon. Cheers.